Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium host to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see, the Colorado Buffaloes taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buffaloes offense takes the field for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Alvarado. Feeling some heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bearcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll leave it with him. Tackled after picking up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hit yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quarterback will audible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Dahl. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Bearcats have their offense in high gear. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Swings it out to the flat. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and... They got him! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The linebacker carries the ball. A pickup of 8. Brings up 2nd down.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking downfield, it's Alvarado. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Here's the handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
They'll ride Davis here. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man quickly. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To the air, it's Lawrence. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's got the back in the middle. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. UTSA looked less like a pack of road runners and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in San Antonio, and today they found a way outside of the Alamo Dome. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. He's going to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
He'll feel the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dan.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the right. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty good.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. A third and long coming up here. Wants to throw. It's Lawrence. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Second down coming up.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. The give to the tailback. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal to go to situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, I haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dahl. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Might as well give it to him again. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. That's caught. It's Wolf. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Complete out of the backfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and get clicking early, get everything going. Way to get all the fastest roll. The defense right now on their heels. They have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take off on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. 29 Philly. To the air. It's Alvarado. He looks that one in nicely. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Using the quick game, and he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, looking for a man. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Alvarado. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here.
Here we go.
They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Got it.
9th play of the drive coming. It will be a 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolutely perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Davis. there to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Huntsville. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
The Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Maybe adjust. Attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
That defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Now on the option. Quick toss. Still on his feet at the 45. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to Davis. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Motion from the offense. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Scanning the field, it's Lawrence. drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Throws to the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Looking to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
I mean, what a great route by the wide receiver. You talk about leaving everybody in the dust. I mean, he left everybody behind him, runs the corner route, and to be honest, I mean, there is nobody stopping him.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man down the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Handoff to the lone back. The Buffaloes get it past the sticks.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They're going to ride this running back.
Gain of 6. Brings up second down.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Alvarado. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys up.
And he's still running after the move. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive.
Sam Houston, 17. Colorado, 10.
Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points. Now you get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Back to throw, it's Lawrence. A little release to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
At the 35, he's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
He'll pitch it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he'll be brought down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6. I'm going to go celebrate the champions.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Looking downfield, it's Alvarado. Makes the grab over the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. He just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
To the air on first down. They're working that left side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
They'll run the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Looking for the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Back to throw, it's Lawrence. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The give and tick, 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 tick.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They give it to him again. Tackle is made after the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. All the way down to the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there getting set. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Alvarado trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They're bringing heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film.